This video is brought to you by Hit Point Press. Battle the terrible darkness that has come to the forest in the new sourcebook, adventure campaign, and bestiary, Seeds of Decay, on Kickstarter now. And by Steamforged Games and their Epic Encounters series. Each box features a complete adventure with minis, maps, and a module. Use our link below the video to see all your Epic Encounter adventures. Hello and welcome to the Gallant Goblin. One of the new series of minis that WizKids kicked off in the last year or two was the Archdevils and Demon Lords line, and this is the next entry in that line, Bael, Bael, and Zariel. That's right, instead of getting one figure in the box, we're getting 3 now. Many thanks to WizKids for sending them to us to review, and this set in particular will be interesting as we compare it to some of the other figures we've gotten in the past. But before we get started, I wanted to let you know that we've launched our next Gallant Goblin production. We decided to try something a little different this time. We gathered up a bunch of uber-talented queer creators in the community and made a queer travel magazine for the city of Absalom from Pathfinder. It is a great companion to the Absalom City of Lost Omens book, and it features 3 full taverns with maps and new NPCs with extensive histories, lots of new magical items and player options, articles, comics, and so much more. We are so proud of it. It reached Copper bestseller status in the first day. I think it is a fantastic read, even if you don't play Pathfinder. Go check it out at queerfinder.org or by using the link below the video. And now let's take a closer look at our next set of Archdevils. Let's start with Bael, and oh my god, right off the bat, this mini has shot to the top tier of my list of favorite WizKids minis. One of these days I owe you a top 10 list, but Bael here is so highly detailed and well painted. Duke Bael is a bronze general in Mamon's armies, entrusted to protect his vast holdings. Mamon is the ruler of the 3rd level of Hell, Minoris, and perhaps the wealthiest individual in any plane of existence. Duke Bael is legendary for his prowess on the battlefield, less so for his ability to maneuver in the complex political environment of Hell. You can learn more about him and find his CR19 stat block in Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. Bael, who has a confusingly similar name, is the former ruler of Avernus. It's fitting that this set comes with Zariel, who overthrew him. Bael is now one of Zariel's chief lieutenants, though they have vastly different leadership styles. Bael is a careful master of logistics and defensive tactics, while Zariel has a fiery temperament and acts more recklessly. Bael doesn't attempt to rein her in, thinking that her antics will eventually end with her downfall and his reinstatement. He doesn't do anything to directly oppose her, however, as he believes Zariel has Asmodeus' support. So, he continues his careful planning while overseeing the forges that help arm the soldiers of the Blood War. He has a CR25 stat block in Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes and Descent Into Avernus, where he does appear. Unlike many devils who rank up in the devilish hierarchy, Bael retained much of his pit fiend appearance, so I think it's worth comparing him to one of our pit fiend minis, as well as a balor mini to see how they differ. He clearly has them both beat on the size front. Finally, we have the ruler of Avernus, the 1st level of Hell, the fallen angel Zariel. If you've seen any of our coverage of Descent Into Avernus, you know that Zariel is the primary antagonist of that adventure. Zariel originated as an angel tasked with overseeing the blood war between the demons and the devils, but she became corrupted and ended up on the forward lines of the war herself. There are rumors that Zariel is biding her time until she has a chance to strike at Asmodeus himself, driving him from the 9 Hells altogether. Until then, Zariel oversees the top layer of Hell and collects souls from the greatest heroes of the material plane to enhance her army. She has a CR26 stat block in Descent Into Avernus and Mordenkainen's Tome. Zariel did have a previous mini in the Descent Into Avernus set. The new mini here is in a flying pose, and the fire effects on her are a little bit more orange than the previous mini. The chains on her are more prominent as well. Here you can see all 3 minis together to get a better sense of the scale of them compared to each other, and here you can see them next to our previous Archdevil, Geryon. You can see our full review of him in the eye in the corner of your screen. This is a fine set of minis and a logical grouping as well. It's an especially great set if you're playing Descent Into Avernus and you don't already have that old Zariel figure. On the aftermarket, as of this recording, that mini alone is selling for around $45. Bael has yet to make an official appearance in a 5e adventure, but Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes should give you more than enough material to learn how to incorporate him into your adventures, and he certainly wouldn't be out of place in Descent Into Avernus. Icons of the Realms, Archdevils, Bael, Bel, and Zariel is available now for an MSRP of $80. It is a rather expensive set, so as always, consider shopping around as quite a few retailers are offering these for less than MSRP. Let me know what you think about them in the comments section down below. Before you go, let me tell you about Seeds of Decay, the new Kickstarter from our friends at Hit Point Press. A crack has formed in the darkness of the always green forest, leaving rot and decay. Trees are withering and crops are failing to mature. Strange, twisted creatures have been seen in the shadows. The Rot Weaver has returned. Will you save the forest from the spreading decay before it's too late? Seeds of Decay is a brand new adventure for 5e that brings you into the dark, whimsical world of the Daubers. Enjoy fully illustrated quests with unique maps, NPCs, monsters, and much more. Along with this grand adventure comes over 60 unique and scalable monsters that will tangle up every encounter, as well as new magic items, spells, races, classes, and subclasses. And, if that weren't enough, a brand new system for building contraptions and tools. Check out the Kickstarter now using the link in the eye in the corner of your screen or in the doohickey down below. It's also a grand time to check out the Epic Encounters series from our friends at Steamforged Games. These boxes are a fantastic value, giving you everything you need to run a fun one-shot adventure in a very convenient format. These are a fantastic way to introduce new folks to D&D at a con or at a gaming meetup. Each box comes with minis, maps, and an adventure module. The boxes come in pairs, a minion box with 20 minis, and a boss box with one epically large final boss. You can play them together to have a full mini campaign, or mix and match them with your own adventures using the adventure hooks included. You can drop Hall of the Orc King into your Frost Maiden adventures, or Lair of the Red Dragon into Storm King's Thunder, for example. There are a dozen boxes to choose from right now. Go check them all out right now at the link in the video description below. That's Epic Encounters from Steamforged Games. And thank you for watching today. Go check out Queer Finder using the link below the video here. It is one of the fastest selling community-made projects in Pathfinder Infinite history, and one of only 5 to have achieved silver best-selling status. With your help, we can make Queer Finder the very first one to get to Electrum status. Come chat with us over on Discord and follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram to get all the latest news. Liking this video here and sharing it with your friends helps us find new people and bring them to the channel, which helps us out a lot too. Until next time, take care, have fun, love each other, and I'll see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.